Hi, it's Eve. It's the 10th of March today. How are we all doing? I want to sort of like not pre-warn, that's the wrong kind of way to say it, but like say the next few days I'm going to be talking about some songwriters I particularly like. And today I'm going to talk about Regina Spektor and I'm going to be looking at her 2009 album Far. So I do listen to quite a lot of Regina Spektor, but like I haven't really sat down and listened to this album before. And I was reminded to the other day. It was on my list of things to do, and I was like, I need to do this one right now. Right off the bat, she's an amazing songwriter. Like, she just speaks to me in a very wonderful way, and obviously to other people too. This album, like, it gives me very fuzzy feelings. It makes me feel very warm, and I think the production, first of all, is a really good thing about it. I feel like on one hand it sounds very well produced and very professionally done, which obviously it is because she's a big name, but on the other hand it feels like I'm literally sat next to a piano with her playing and singing to me, and that is wonderful because it gives you a very personal sense of the music she's delivering. Also, for a musician that plays basically quite, I won't say acoustic-y, but she plays a piano and there's not a lot of instrumentation with it. It still sounds very loud and empowering for a lot of the time, which I really, really appreciate. I feel like her music really does lift me and sort of how I feel. It's very cheesy, I know. There were some absolutely amazing tracks on this album. I think first of all, Eat is like the best song on it. First of all, it's My Initials, which I particularly like, and I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's how she pronounces it in the song. That song makes me very teary because it makes me feel, it reminds me of my grandma actually. It reminds me of sort of memory and sort of like things we've missed out and stuff. Lots of songs that remind me of my grandma. I could do a whole video on those. The bridge where she talks about forgetting the words to your favourite song, like I can't. It makes me, honestly, it makes me feel extremely emotional. Dance Anthem of the 80s is a great song too, like a proper bop. Like, it's not particularly a dancey song, but it definitely makes me like sway in a weird way. And One More Time with Feeling is also a great song too. But like this album's full of great songs. There's one song on this album that makes me feel like vaguely uncomfortable, which is Blue Lips. I think it's just the way I'm not very good with sort of like imagery of like veins and stuff, and I think that's literally all it comes down to. But that song makes me uncomfortable, but I think it was intentional. And to be honest, like that song making me feel uncomfortable is like the only criticism I really have of this album. It's a really good album. She's got a beautiful voice. She's a phenomenal songwriter and pianist. She just does what she does really well. And I wouldn't say this album sounds aged in any way. I mean, it is a 12-year-old album now, but it doesn't sound aged. But I don't know, I feel like I maybe like her newer stuff a little bit better. But that's not to say she's not been consistently good for quite a while. I need to listen to more of her music as well. Like, I've heard bits and bobs from her music. I'm kind of the same with like artists like Fiona Apple. Like, I've heard bits and bobs of her music and stuff, but I need to sort of really dive in and delve into all of her albums and more of Regina's albums as well, and really get a sense as to what she's about. The songwriters in particular, you kind of need that full breadth of like their work, right? Because it varies so much, and your writing style presumably will change over time too. Also, I really, really wish I could sing like Regina Spektor. Like, she has just the most powerful, beautiful voice. Kind of Kate Bush-esque. Kate Bush, again, is another singer that just makes me like, I don't know, I love it. I'm so gushy for female singer-songwriters, right? Like, especially sort of like the old school ones. Like, I don't know, I'm just jealous, clearly. Anyway, rambling again. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll be back tomorrow. Woo-woo, ta-ra.